And welcome back to episode 4 of the Ranger Sisters Rewatch podcast. I'm Bree,
And I'm Jess.
and this week we are going to be continuing with Power Rangers in Space. Last week we discussed episodes 1 to 7. This week we're going to be doing it episode 8 to episode 18. Let's get it started. Sis, what was your opinion about, let's say, 8, 9, and 10, and we'll do it like 3 episode increments.
How about you go first this time since I won last time?
Alrighty. I'm going to have to say this. Episode 8, 9, and 10 was very interesting. Episode 8, Cassie's diary gets found, and she ends up getting blackmailed into going on a date with this guy's friend. And the building that she's having this date in ends up getting attacked by astronomous forces. Episode 9, Craterite Invasion, malfunction with the megaship's simulation deck. It ends up releasing hundreds of real craterites into Angel Grove. And episode 10 I think is a favorite. Waspicle, a kind-hearted monster from Earth, is torn between his caring nature and his loyalty to evil. And at the end of the day, good heart always wins on that one. What was your opinion, sis?
Let's see. Episode 8. I thought that the friend was actually, not too bad of a guy. I mean, he wasn't stereotypical jock. He was actually kind of sweet and all that.
Wow.
And I kind of liked how in the end, if you wanted to go on a date for it, you could have just asked. You didn't have to blackmail or anything.
Exactly.
Also, when you said that the building was getting destroyed and, the guy, he got knocked out in the head, I'm like, so is this what happens when the Zords blow up a building or something? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Of course they do go, save today, yada, 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 but, let's see. There's also this funny thing that episode 9 is okay. That was just the creepiest episode I think I've seen Power Rangers ever. Just so creepy. Let's see. When I didn't really actually watch episode 10 just because I just didn't really feel like it did much to an extent. So, okay, what about episode 11?
11. Let's Yeah. So, episode 11 is the Delta Discovery. The Phantom Ranger discovers where Dark Spectre is hiding Zordon. I mean, that was a doozy for me. That was Diva Talks, throwback. I didn't know where to begin on that one. I'm still shocked about it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, all I was thinking though throughout the episode was Phantom Ranger is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it was definitely, a good one, a doozy, but I think it's one of my favorites.
It's not so bad, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Let's see, the Great Equalizer. Let's see. Turning a ray gun has turned objects evil. Oh, geez. Isn't that a plot?
Yeah. Yeah. It was every freaking 80s, bad idea you could come up with in an episode.
Yeah, and then, let's see, episode 13. I didn't even watch, but it's kind of hilarious. You know how they, be what this happened to Power Rangers so far? When it came to episode 14, I saw the intro. I'm like, this grandmother, she ran over a bad guy of one of the Power Rangers and soon flipped a cop in that episode. I'm like, dang, I missed a pretty good episode then.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it was in reality, the grandma would have gone to jail, first of all, for hitting a
True.
cop. And running... the physics of it don't make sense. The physics just do not make any sense.
This one have Power Rangers ever dealt with physics in a correct way, ever, really.
You want that truthfully, or...
Okay, so maybe they had some physics, but this is the, 80s and so forth. They're gonna go goofy and everything with this Power Ranger team if they gotta.
Yeah. Episode 14, the Brilliant Sting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one. What were these writers thinking?
Yeah, like, when it came to the bug forms of the Rangers, Bug Carlos was just so creepy and gross. Like, honestly, I think it reminded me of some sort of monster for another Power Ranger series in the way future. I think in Samurai, maybe? And it was just so creepy and gross. I'm like, good God, why do we have to see this?
Yeah, that one made my skin crawl. Like, really made my skin crawl.
Also, I think there was an introduction to Derek Honda. They can't... A really good written villain that has a horror face doll. A horror doll face.
Yeah. Alrighty, episode 15. TJ's identity crisis. Darkonda betrays Ecliptor to increase his own power. But unfortunately, there is an incident that TJ ends up having a memory loss due to an incident with his helmet.
It's actually kind of one of my favorites at this point. And not just because TJ saves Andrew's life, it makes Andrews 0-2 with being saved by his team.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, let's see. Also, if Andrews had not gotten away with TJ when he did, the Rangers, they would have been done for, like...
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think, like, there could have been a lot more said and done, but when TJ finally snaps back into it, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, let's freaking go.
Yeah, honestly, when I first saw the episode title, I thought it was going to be TJ finally addressing, like, he's not the Red Ranger anymore, he's the Blue Ranger.
Yeah.
Like, I want some angst I get this at this point. But no. So it was funny when he said, I'm the Blue Ranger? I don't believe it. And I'm like, yeah, that would have been me if I suddenly became Power Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, like, he was the leader of his team for a while. And now that he's been demoted down to Blue and Andros is in charge, it's to me, it was like, okay, but this could have been handled a bit differently. Yeah,
like, I didn't watch the Turbo series, but I remember hearing that, like, when Jason didn't become the Red Ranger, when Jason wasn't a Red Ranger anymore, there was something that happened in Zeo with him dealing with that. And I figured, well, why not do that with every Blue Ranger that becomes a Red Ranger downgrade sort of thing?
Yeah.
And honestly, they could have done a lot, because honestly, TJ's kind of one of my favorites here, and he seemed like a pretty good leader, so he definitely I thought he was going to have way more, existential crisis with that, not just amnesia.
Yeah. But it's like, this is the kind of episodes where I'm like, you need to go see a therapist, dude.
That too. I feel like all of them need to see a therapist. Especially Andros, for sure.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, Like, he's got more trauma than Tommy does, and he got possessed by Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, and when it came to Andros, he does save TJ in this episode as well as Carlos, so now he's 2-2, but I'm like, dude really needs to go to therapy after this episode, like, big time.
Yeah.
Also, the throw weapons in air and then shoot when the bad guy looks up, that was so freaking hilarious. I just laughed my butt off because I'm like, that is the easiest trick in the book, and you fell for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, you're such an idiot, dude. You're such a freaking idiot for falling for it. Yeah, alrighty.
So we gotta say one more thing. When Derek Honda, he's fused with Eclipser. Boy, was that creepy.
Yeah, that I definitely like that. Anytime that he came on screen, I had to turn my head. Like, it was disturbing.
Yeah, toxic fusion before Steven Universe happened.
Exactly.
But it was interesting to see, you know, their personalities clash, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So Derek Honda using Eclipser as a body shield, like, dang, you don't see that much in Power Rangers with bad guys, unless it's like really, really good written bad guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And Alpha 6, doing the best he can. I had to say hats off because Alpha, I think, is one of the greatest little mentoree bots there ever will be.
Yeah, I mean, I was annoyed at his voice at first, but I'm fine with him now, really.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's jump into episode 16.
Oh, another good one.
Flashes of Dark Honda.
This one definitely has a lot of Star Wars callbacks. Like, a lot. The obvious and not so obvious, but what I really liked the most was that it was a Western Wild West looking planet, and Andros was undercover again,
Mm-hmm.
and that was just peak content right there. Like, I wanted to spin off of that kind of thing.
Yeah, but you know what? That's why the fanfic writers exist, honey. Like you and me and all the others. At the end of the
True.
day, we could make that happen. We could make a fan film out of that one.
What Power Rangers would be so freaking cool, like a Wild West theme. I mean, it would be cheesy probably, but that's Power Rangers in a T.
Yeah, I mean, they even did that with Mighty Morphin, which I thought was pretty freaking interesting as well. Yeah, it was called the episode was Wild West Rangers.
Dang, well, ain't that the title spoiler?
Yeah, Kimberly goes back in time to the Old West.
Oh boy.
She basically meets the ancestors of all of the other Rangers. Yeah. This is an episode you're gonna have to go see, girl, because it's a doozy.
And for our viewers, you gotta really see this Wild West episode because there is a lot of interesting things. Like, when it comes to the fights, which are really good
Choreography.
Yeah, use my tongue. There was interesting things happening. Like, everywhere is set on fire, and I was like, casualties? Anywhere?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't talk about casualties much, but there's definitely got to be some somewhere.
True, but also they had these bloopers at the end of the episode during the credits, and I was like, this should be in every Power Ranger series because it was awesome and hilarious. And it was cursing, so,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely going to be one of my all-time favorites. I do. I love a good Wild West episode.
Same. Also, I believe this is the episode where the Megazord gets, like, a rocket arm. Like, that was kind of hilarious, but awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the episode after this one that I'm like, okay, now they've really stepped up.
Yeah, like, you want to face us? We got a giant bazooka for an arm.
Yep. And now we're going to talk about 17, honey. This one. The Rangers Mega Voyage.
Honestly, I don't really have much to say on that because I kind of accidentally skipped to episode 18 at that time.
Yeah, I think we all did. So I'll talk about 17 then. So the Rangers found these new key cards, and with these key cards comes with a fleet of new Zords. And of course, you got Astronema and Ecliptor trying to stop them. with their minions. But
True.
honestly, they do eventually find them, and they do eventually get them to become the Mega Voyager, which I'm like, oh hell yeah, because I love Star Wars, I love Star Trek, so seeing this was like made my heart feel good. I'm like, let's
Good
go.
title. Sure.
Alrighty, let's talk about episode 18 then, because I know this is gotta be one of your favorites.
Oh yeah. First off, I figured Justin, he totally got wiped, like ghosted by the Rangers. Not on purpose, I'm sure, but I felt so bad for him. Because I'm like, if I were a kid and I became Power Ranger, I would want to keep in contact with the Power Rangers no matter what. Also, there was this fun, sort of line of kids in colored tights when it comes to describing Power Rangers. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think RPM's Dr. K would love to hear that.
Yeah, she definitely would.
Yeah. I didn't see RPM, but I saw a clip of they were discussing stuff that Power Rangers and us fans would be talking about, like explosions in the background and everything. And I heard that, I'm like, oh my god, not spandex.
I know we're talking about in space, but I'm gonna talk about RPM for a second as well. Then,
Sure, go ahead.
let me tell you something. This team was so dysfunctional, but in the best of ways. You've got a Scottish Ranger, two android type people, one good, one evil, kind of like Andros and his sister. Absolutely, completely copied from In Space. Not a lie. A military Red Ranger, a Yellow Ranger whose parents were spoiled, who spoiled her, but she cleaned up her act to save people's lives. And I think that Summer, the Yellow Ranger, has got one of the best stories ever. But it's like, they are I think one of the best teams in one of the best ways.
You had me a military Red Ranger, because that reminds me of Time Force and Lost Galaxy, and now In Space, because I feel like that's a pretty good, interesting backstory and, background in the Power Rangers universe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Also, when Justin returns, he's like 8, maybe 11 years old, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
He drives a Jeep. I'm like, okay, yeah, totally legit. But then I see that the cars are sentient, and I'm like, okay, that makes way more sense.
Yeah. I'm like, I love Justin. Justin, I think, is going to be one of the best Blue Rangers to date. He's also one of the youngest to date.
I think he is the youngest to date. I mean, I haven't seen a kid ranger that small in forever.
Exactly. It's like...
That episode, though, because, how does he become... as tall as the other Rangers when he morphs? That makes no sense.
You would have to go back to Turbo to watch it, because that's the only thing that makes sense. You would have to go back to watch that one.
Honestly, with the sentient cars as Zords, honestly, I'm surprised Fast and Furious didn't try anything like this. I feel like they'll do this someday.
One day, honey, one day.
Also, Zords, Stormblaster is a freaking awesome, cool name. I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, he stuck to Justin. And Justin and Stormblaster, I mean, they're a team to be reckoned with. Yeah,
I mean, and Justin, despite being a kid, all, dead at night, probably tired as heck because, kid metabolism, he fought in his PJs. And I'm like, that's very bold of you.
Yeah. And then him meeting Andros. That sent me for an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, but I feel like that should have been a bit longer or more drawn out just because, I don't know, I just feel like it needed more essence.
Yeah. I mean, I literally thought that him showing up and Justin coming in through the wall to save the Rangers, most badass thing I've ever seen. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody could top that.
And when I was T-Bone, I'm like, yeah, definitely gonna need the morph right there. Also, this Dustin, he kind of reminds me of one of the kids in this old movie called Free Ninjas. And there's this one kid that's named Tum Tum, and honestly, I thought that it was the same actor. Turns out, no, not the same actor at all. But they look so similar.
Wow. That's wild.
Also, when Justin and TJ meet up again, they have, I mean, I wish it was more angst, but I get, like, they're in a fight, they can't really talk. So then they're like, hey, who are you? I was Blue.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, right, TJ, you look great in blue. Of all of it, you gotta say that's what you got? Like, now it's not just TJ who should have had an existential crisis. Now Justin, I'm like, I'm surprised he's not jealous a little.
Well, he's just a kid, but I could see why he would spend more time with the Rangers, because it showed his dad was barely around to begin with.
Yeah. Speaking of, he has a cool exit, Justin, when he leaves the Rangers, but I'm like, yeah, why don't you go with him? Because your dad's kind of a workaholic. And when he comes and is like, oh, let's go fishing, I'm like, yeah, of course they're going to know that ending, but let's be honest, it's not going to, not in reality. It's cute, but no.
No. Even then, it's...
was he a workaholic in Turbo, do you know?
I think so. That's why he spent more time with the team than he did his own home, because if you saw, his mom wasn't there either. And his dad at work, and Justin's by himself. He's just a kid. And I could see why he kind of had to be like a grown-up mentality. He had to. And I kind of relate to that the most.
Jeez, where's CPS when you need them in that universe?
Exactly.
In Turbo, I mean, I've watched it, so I don't know the connection to an extent, but as a whole, but surely one of the Rangers offered adoption. Like, surely, I mean, one of them had to be, like, graduating maybe at high school. I think were they graduating at that time?
Yeah, they had graduated in Turbo. That's when they brought in Cassie, TJ, Ashley, Carlos. But they were going off to college, and there's no way they could have taken care of him.
I don't know. I feel like at this point, when it comes to adopting a kid who was your fellow Power Ranger and being a Power Ranger, it's not too different of a challenge,
I mean, I could see the point of that, yeah. And Justin needed a family, and in a way, he had Tommy, he had that team, and then TJ and the others. And they looked out for this kid like he was their own flesh and blood. They're like a family. And I love that most of all.
Which is nice, but which honestly begs the question, why did neither team keep in contact with him whatsoever? Even to check on him. Like, not even say, like, show more if he, like, kept his more for it and be like, oh, cool, sorry, Tommy, gotta go. Storm blasters outside, gotta
go. They probably checked in on him when they could, but, semantics.
They're definitely gonna need that.
Yeah. But I definitely think they could have done better by keeping an eye on the kid.
Honestly, I hope Justin comes back more often, but I know deep inside he's probably not going to be.
No. But I would love to see it. Did you see the actor who played him, what he posted on April Fool's?
No, I didn't see what he posted.
Him with long hair in his Turbo outfit, his Turbo Ranger form.
Oh my God.
Girl, I freaked. I thought he was playing with me. I thought he was playing. I'm like, there's no way this is real. Then it's like, oh, wait a minute. It's April 1st. We just got April Fool's in the best of ways.
I'm looking back at these pictures of Justin with his hair. I'm like, dang, that was a style for the ages of mushroom hair.
It was the look in the 90s, It was a look.
Apparently. I don't see it, but I guess it's whatever.
Yep.
So I get why he's not going to be like, around more often just because, child actor, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's been awesome. Yeah. But that's about it from my end. What about you?
I actually got to episode 20.
Oh, gee, you're way ahead of me.
I'm 2 episodes ahead of you. I am.
Dang.
So I'm not going to say anything until next week's episode because, girl, do I got my opinions. Ooh!
I can see the titles already. I'm like, episode 19 looks like something that would be a fan fiction sort of thing.
It was also based off a movie called Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Girl, that movie was freaky. But,
Oh, great.
but yeah, we're going to talk about that next week.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. What episode should we go for this time? 19 for what episode do you think?
I'm thinking if we can get from 19 to say 28, we're good. Like 9 to 10 episodes, we're get it down pat.
Unless you go ahead of me.
I mean, girl, why not? 98 was the year I was born in. Let me tell you, they had some great stuff on at that time period.
Clearly, there's a lot of 98.
Yeah.
98, 98, 98, 98. And then there's 1999. Maybe we should do Lost Galaxy after this one, just for the heck of it.
Oh, girl, we're going to. We're going to do our years we were born, and then we're going to talk about it from that point on, through our childhood to the current stuff.
Yeah, and then after that, we'll go to watching our favorite series, number one favorite series each, and, talk about that.
Yep, and then we'll work from, like, our number 2s to our 3 or 4 or 5, and then, yeah.
And discuss, like, the worst series or something.
Yeah.
Well, there's not a worst series, in my opinion. There's just worst episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah. Well, I'm Bree.
And I'm Jess.
And this has been the Ranger Sisters Rewatch Podcast. Bye!
Bye.